Tell a joke, go. Better be funny, or I'm kicking you out.
That's you, man.
How do you organize a party in the universe?
Oh.
You plan it.
Oh. I've never heard that one actually.
Yeah, that's really good. What the heck?
Cue the intro music. And then we're back. Okay.
All right, welcome back to the podcast. I'm here with my co-host Dom, and we have our guests,
Yuta and Kota, right?
Kota.
Kota.
Yeah.
Yuta and Kota.
Mhm.
Okay. Who's the oldest?
Me.
Yuta.
Mother, yeah. I'm 25.
So.
You're 25?
Yep.
Oh, shit, I thought you were like
Getting up
23,
there.
dude.
Dang, you guys are the oldest, huh?
I'm 20.
20?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dang, so you're. Okay.
5 years difference.
5 years
Yes, sir.
different. Do
So
you
is
guys, is it just you guys?
Yes.
Yep. 2 of us.
Was he also born in Japan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're Japanese, by the way, for those who don't know.
Yeah,
Mm.
and tall.
And fuck yeah.
It's not fair.
How is it?
It's nice. It's not bad. It's just.
How tall are you?
6 foot.
How tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
Oh man.
Bro, that's like
Yeah.
perfect height, man.
Yeah, that's perfect height.
Like, you know, there's people like who complain like too tall, like 6'4", but like they're like 6 foot's like just right. You know that, right?
Yeah. You gotta hit that mark though. It can't be like you're 5'11" and a half, you know?
Yeah, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm 5'10". I'm like up there.
Nah, I
so
mean,
it's-
yeah,
okay.
it's good. It's good.
5'4", what's good? Okay.
So like, are you? Is it just you guys? Are Japanese
Yeah.
people known to be tall? Is that a thing? 'Cause I don't know.
No, not really. Just, I guess
Is
we're
your family
pretty
tall?
My mom's kind of tall.
How tall is she?
I don't really know.
Like 5'6", 5'7".
How tall is your dad?
About the same.
About the same. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys, you
Yeah.
guys lucky, huh? So, who plays soccer?
I do. Kota.
You play in Brazil, right?
Yeah. Yes.
You make money from that, or?
Yeah. I
Straight
signed
No, I'm just curious.
I signed a 1-year professional contract.
Oh, that's what's up.
Oh, really?
Last week. Yeah. No. Yeah,
Last week?
Last week.
Oh
Yes.
shit.
I got a contract.
So when did you start soccer?
Brazil or soccer?
This
Or
soccer.
soccer,
I guess.
yeah.
I started playing when I was 3.
3? Really? You got
Yeah.
good at it, huh?
Damn, dude.
Dang, man.
It's called talent right there.
Yeah.
Well, so when did you get into like the Brazilian soccer?
Well, I played soccer at University of Louisville for 2 years, and
Yeah.
then University of Akron.
Yeah.
And when I was at Akron, my dad was a professional trainer for a team in Japan, and one of his players was on the national team. He was a big time player, and they were really good friends. And he became a head coach at the team in Brazil. He gave me a call and said, you know, if your son wants to have an opportunity to play in Brazil, we'll give him a 3-month trial. So I went in September.
Yo, what the heck?
And you got in, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah, I was
Wait,
there
your
for
dad's like a wait, for what? Like what team?
Kashiwa Race Soul.
What is that like? What do they do? Like what do they play?
It was like first division in Japan.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
sh-
So you're in the Brazilian team?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's a team close to Sao Paulo.
Oh, okay.
So how long you been in Brazil for? Like,
I was there for 3 months.
oh my god.
But
So you live there then? Or,
yeah, but my contract is 1 year, so I'll probably be there for a year into
Okay.
2019.
Okay.
Are you gonna like extend it more? Like if they see like how you do in that year, is that like that
Yeah,
trial year?
yeah, I can. No, the 3 months was kind of my trial time, and the 1 year contract is my contract. And if they like me, they'll renew it, or
Damn.
They don't.
So we're expecting to like see you on TV.
that's
Is
the
it that kind of
plan.
thing? Damn.
That's the
Dang.
plan.
Damn, dude.
The World Cup?
Yeah, bro.
Is that what you call it?
That's the plan.
Get
yeah.
us there, bro, and then we'll once your name's on there out there,
We can be like, yo, we had them on a podcast, and then we'll start gaining traction. Oh, man. We're like using him.
Yeah, you told me that he was like, yeah, my brother's a professional Brazilian soccer player. I'm like, yo, wait, what the heck? Yeah, slow down here.
Yeah.
I'm like, how did that like happen? It was just
Yeah.
But like you're Asian though, don't they like get people from the same country or no?
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough for people outside of Brazil to get a contract. So
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Brazil's like one of the like better soccer teams out there, isn't it?
personally, I think it's the best.
Yeah.
You gotta represent for sure,
Yeah,
for sure. I
You
respect
gotta
it.
represent.
What if he says something bad about it and they hear this podcast?
They're like,
excuse
forget
me.
the contract.
Just throw this contract away.
So did you play for any Did you play any teams in like high school, like soccer?
Yeah, I played 1 year in high school,
Uh-huh.
and then I went over to this league called United States Development Academy,
Mhm.
and it's like the highest level. of soccer for youth kids, and then I played there for
Oh wow.
yeah 2.5 years,
So I know
And
your
then- and then I went to University of Louisville and University of Akron.
so I know your brother also plays soccer. Who's better?
I always say he was better,
Really?
yeah. But only because I learned everything from him.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Have you went to Brazil?
Have I?
Yuta?
Yeah. So I used to live in Brazil for 2 months. I
Oh,
taught
really? Wow.
English there for a little bit,
okay.
and then I went with them for the first week just to, help them get acclimated and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
You taught
That's what's
English
up.
there?
Yeah. So it's like a
Okay.
volunteering program. So yeah, it's fun.
How's the language? Yeah, how's the language? Do you speak like what's
it,
up?
it was tough. It was tough. So, the head coach, who was friends with my dad, he's Brazilian, but he's a Japanese citizen as well. So he speaks Japanese fluently. But so when I got there, I was able to talk to him, and I studied by myself a lot for like 2-3 weeks because I had 2-3 weeks to prepare.
Yeah.
But after about my first 2 weeks in Brazil, the head coach got bought by another team, so he left. So I was kind of alone, and that was the toughest part for me, because the only person I had to rely on was myself.
Well, are you cool with your teammates now?
Yeah, but it's
The language barrier is still there.
yeah, and it's tough because it's all business at the professional level, and
Yeah.
I made a lot of friends, but they get bought by another team and they leave, and
All about that money.
yeah, it's all fast transition.
Yeah.
Like I became really close friends with my friend. He was my teammate, but he just got bought by another team, so he left.
Damn. It's
Yeah.
it's just
So
all
it's-
You guys don't get a say in that, like, or they just.
Well, I
Is that
mean,
what they
at the
say in
end of the day, if they give you more money,
You have to take
money
more.
attracts, you know.
Yeah,
So
I know what you mean.
So do you like have any Brazilian friends on the team? Like what do you do there? Like aside from practice or anything like that?
my life solely revolves around soccer. So
Everyday soccer. Huh?
yeah, we train every day, and it's tough. Like
It was-
I gotta take care of my body.
Right.
I get treatments after training, before training, and
what kind
I
of
rest.
training do you do? Like what are like
It-
some like
It all depends. Like if we're trying to get fit, we'll do a lot of fitness. But if we're trying to build team chemistry, we'll do tactical work.
Team building.
Yeah, like movement on the field and all that stuff.
You guys
So.
should all play Smash Brothers together.
Yeah.
that's first friendship, dude. That's first friendship.
Oh yeah, that was true. Would you say that
you're?
Would you say you're a good player in the team? Like, one of the best players, maybe?
I know what I bring to the table. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses, and I use my strengths to my ability, and
Yeah.
you know that for me that's strength and speed, and I know I'm technical, and
Yeah.
you know
What position do you play?
I was a center mid in college and throughout my whole life, but as the level kept getting higher and higher, it wasn't working out for me, so I decided to switch to right back, which is more defensive role, and I'm fitting in well, I think, because I'm a big kid, you know.
I just want to say, if this was like a job interview, you'd fucking get the job. You're answering these questions like a professional right now.
bro,
It's so good.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
This was a job.
Dude. Utah. Are you in college, Utah?
So I graduated in 2016. So I've been out
so you've
for
been out for
3
a while.
years.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that you're still in college. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been out.
You're going to med school, dude.
Are you in med school or?
Yes, I just got accepted actually, so I'll be going next fall in 2019. Not sure yet. I got accepted to FIU, Florida International,
Uh-huh.
and Cincinnati, so gotta make some decisions. Yeah.
How's that experience? How's this like experience getting into med school?
All right. So they call you up. The admissions people are like, people from the med school call you and they tell you got in. So when I first got the call, that was exciting. Yeah, it was surreal. Yeah.
Party?
I couldn't. I'm on meds, so I can't drink. But yeah, definitely exciting for sure.
How's the MCAT? Like, how's the whole process?
Yeah.
Why med school? Because I know you're an engineering major, or you got an engineering degree.
Yeah. Well, going back to your first question, so like med school, it's not just it's a 1 year process applying, but it takes way longer than that. Just preparing for it, right? You gotta get an undergraduate degree, so you gotta get good grades, stellar grades, all 4 years.
Good
So
GPA, yeah.
yeah, so it builds upon that. You start early, and then you got to prepare for MCATs, which is a huge test. I studied for it for years, basically, taking classes and whatnot. So then,
gosh. How long did you study for it?
Well, it's based off physics, chem, biochem and stuff like that. So you gotta take all those core classes, you do well, and then you prepare just for the MCATs. I did 1 month, but a lot of people do 3 months or whatever, right? But yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. You gotta get recommendation letters from people that could, potentially say good things about you. You gotta do volunteering. You gotta do shadowing experiences. There's a lot that goes into having one application. Yeah.
Oh man.
It's a long road. It's a long road for sure.
Do you think it's possible for those there's a lot of college students who are 21 and are like, I'm applying med school. Do you think they have a lower chance?
I mean, if they have the drive, if they want to do it, right? I think anyone can do it at any point. So, but it takes a lot.
It takes a lot of time, and just shadowing all that stuff. I don't think 4 years is enough. Plus, you have all your core classes that you take. Is enough.
Yeah, it's definitely easier when you know from the beginning. So you can plan stuff out. First summer I'll do research. Second summer I'll do shadowing. Things like that. You can spread it out. But I mean, there's people that's done it from junior year, it's definitely possible. Yeah, you just gotta stay motivated, stay dedicated to what you want to do, and put some time into it. It takes a lot of time, I think. Yeah.
Why med school? Why do you want to become a doctor?
That's a good question.
That money. What do you mean?
It's tough. It's tough, right? Yeah, it's tough because you go down 100K in 4 years, and then first 5 years you're making scrap money, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't really make sense. But I don't know. I think it's cool because you learn so much about the human body. You're always with your body. You interact with it every single moment you're alive, right? And so it's it's cool to know more about it. I think just to.
At this point, you're going you're mixing your med school degree or engineering degree to make some kind of human.
It's true.
You're gonna make prosthetic robots or something.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of interaction between engineering and medicine. So if I could work in that field, that'd be pretty cool too.
Awesome,
Yeah.
You could pick up line too. Go up to a girl I'm an engineer and a fucking doctor.
Can you imagine, dude?
I'm also 6 foot. What's good?
Engineering school is hard.
Yeah, it was definitely rough. It was definitely a lot of math, a lot of sciences.
Compared to biology, those pre-med classes.
Yeah. I was doing biomedical engineering, so we also had a lot of overlap into the biology and stuff like that. So that helped in a way going into medicine for sure.
So did you take extra classes for med school?
Yeah, I did. Okay. So like organic chemistry, we didn't have to take for engineering classes, but for pre-med you had the required courses. So I had to take OChem labs, higher level English, and just stuff like that. Yeah, there's a lot of
these are engineering and bio are left field and right field, bro. They're opposite worlds.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. For me, they're I don't know. Classes are practically the same. You learn some material, you try to
smart.
Make it yours. I don't know, man. We'll see about the smart part.
That's unfair, bro.
Nah, definitely not. I don't know. I like it. I like school. I like school in general. I like learning. So yeah, I don't find it as painful as some other people. So I think that might have helped a little bit. Yeah.
So I learned about this a lot, for med school. Cause I don't know, cause I met Yuta at a scribe job, so we both work in the hospital. But do you have med school, junior med school students who are doing their clinical rotations?
Wait, what about
at urology?
No, we don't actually. Yeah, do you?
In derm, and she was telling me I'm like, how do you know what kind of doctor you want to be? And she was like, first you got to test into it.
Yeah.
But then afterwards, they send you your top 3 choices or whatever. For this, they'll send you to shadow all these doctors, and you get to meet and choose which doctor you like the best.
Yeah.
Which field.
So the way they do it is they have another centralized exam called Step 1. USMLE Step 1, right?
That's more money, bro.
Yeah. And then according to how well you do, you can choose different specialties basically, and derm and urology, ortho. Those are super high scores, plastic surgery and whatnot.
Yeah.
So kids that get into that, they're doing very well in med school, apparently, yeah.
Thanks, so smart.
It's also nice because their hours are just 8 to 5. That's it, and they're done for the day.
Yeah, that's what they like about those, I think, jobs.
Yeah, 10 hours, yeah. You have any fields you're interested in right now?
I like sports a lot, right? So I mean, if I can go into rehab or ortho with concentration in sports, I think that'd be pretty cool. But again, you never know how well you do on the steps. So it's gonna be very different. Yeah.
Are you excited for med school?
Yeah, both excited and like nervous, I guess, in a way, because I'll get to learn a lot, which is cool, and I get to meet a lot of people that have similar interests as me.
Yeah.
So that's I'm excited for that. So I did 1 year master's in physiology, which was medicine related, and I made a lot of like really good friends there. So I'm hoping I can meet people like that again in med school. So I'm excited for that. But like the school and the work, like the life is kind of. It's a little stressful, so I'm a little nervous about that. But it's same with anything. You just gotta do it.
How many degrees do you have? Like, what are your
background? I guess I did my bachelor's in science and engineering, and then I also got a master's of science in physiology. So
and that was another year.
That was 1 year, yeah.
Damn.
Wow, we have a
Yes,
doctor on
sir.
the podcast, bro.
I know.
And a master.
Future.
Whoa, dang. Okay, so
That's
you guys
funny.
are like two different worlds.
Yeah,
The soccer
Yeah,
player and,
complete.
like,
Yeah, it's kind of
the
crazy how
doctor.
they
That's
worked
crazy.
out. Yeah, I think it's cool because like our parents just let us do whatever. They
Yeah,
didn't
that's
like
awesome.
force us into anything.
Yeah, usually
and-
that's how Asian parents are. Too.
Yeah, I guess it's like the typical stereotype, but
Yeah.
our parents were like, "Yo, like
That's
whatever
cool.
you want, basically, but just like work hard at whatever you do." I guess
sure,
that,
yeah.
that was like the mantra. They were.
How do you feel like? I was curious about this because you're going to med school. How do you like feel about like the stereotype? With parents are like you go to med school or you're not good enough. Like, how do you? Were your parents
Yeah.
like that? It's like get in med school.
Nah, so like I guess a lot of people have asked me that before, like especially going into engineering as well, which are like the two most stereotypical like majors you could do as an Asian. Yeah, but like I said before, like our parents never really like checked on our grades or anything.
Yeah,
as
for
long
sure.
as like we're doing like we were still in school, we're doing our
Degrees and all that stuff.
like doing whatever we liked and we weren't like harming other people. We were
Yeah.
fine. They didn't care as long as we were having a good time. So.
So everyone's strict about your education.
No, they
Yeah, that's what I really
I don't think my
felt bad
parents knew my grades at all, to be honest, throughout throughout my entire school career. Yeah, so
See, I
I didn't feel the pressure.
I
Yeah.
had
Oh,
3
that's
Ds in one semester.
Uh huh.
And my parents were ever since that they were like, hey, what are your grades right now? I'm like, oh, better in those Ds. I promise.
Better than
3
you.
Cs.
Yo, C's get degrees though. Don't forget. Don't forget.
I actually just pulled my GPA up my last semester.
Uh-huh.
Here. I had a 2.6.
Okay.
Time.
Uh-huh.
Now I got 3.11.
Yo, you broke that 3-point barrier.
Yeah,
that's
that's all I
huge.
needed.
That's good. That's good. Good stuff, Jeremy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Congrats.
So let's go back to Kota. Like, your brother told me you will become a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
How's that happen?
Oh wait, I think that'll work out actually.
What do you mean?
He's really good at talking.
I know, no, that's for sure. That's the truth.
Like I'm a nobody, but I think I
Not yet.
can use my platform to help others.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of background, and at first I was a exercise science major, but I didn't enjoy it. And for me, happiness is everything I've ever wanted. So if I don't enjoy something, I'll switch it, and
Yeah.
I switched to communication. And right now I dropped out because I went to go play.
Yeah,
Right, yeah,
soccer.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So, but after I'm done playing, I think I can use my platform to help others. Yeah.
Oh,
and-
that's awesome. Yeah.
You want to give us some
Smart.
shout outs?
Yeah, hit us
yeah,
up, bro.
yeah,
Hit
of
us up.
course, of course, yeah.
So what's the name of the podcast again?
It's
Rubber
Rubber
Duckies.
Duckies.
Rubber Duckies.
Yeah, because we didn't want it to make it like. We talk about
See-
some stupid stuff sometimes. I
Uh-huh.
didn't want to make it too like. Because the original name for this was Minority Club.
Okay.
Because so far we only have
Yeah.
minorities for some reason.
Yeah, so far it's so weird.
It's just
We had one white kid. Yeah.
Yeah, one white person, and everyone was Asian. And that's now for the last 3 podcasts.
Keep
Yeah,
the culture
Asian.
alive.
It's culture, dude. Oh
Just
my
growing,
God.
man.
I think our next guest is also like is Vietnamese, so we're just like we need something.
Keep
like
it going,
diversity.
man.
We don't
Let's
have
do
a lot-
it.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of like white friends who are like.
You know, our first, yeah,
They're
our
all
friends-
Asian. mostly.
yeah. How are your friend group? Like, are they diverse? Like
I-
ours,
yeah,
or is,
I
like,
know Kota
straight
has
Asian?
friends who are just diverse.
No, to be honest, I don't really have that many close friends.
Right.
Like when I was growing up, I had friends, but as soon as you get older, you get obstacles coming your way, and
You guys grow apart.
Yeah. No.
yeah, like for me, I've always wanted to become a professional soccer player, so I had to make certain sacrifices.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you?
And
He
Yeah.
And you know, my friends didn't have the same aspirations I did, so you know, if they went to go party or go smoke or go drink, I couldn't do some of that stuff because I had practice the next day, and so we grew apart. And I was always alone. I always found myself to be alone or with my family. So,
Yeah.
But you know, the friends I have right now are
Pretty solid.
yeah, they're the real ones. You know,
Yeah, that's what's up.
See how far.
Yeah, shout out to
the real
Kota's
ones
friends
are,
right
yeah.
here.
for real.
They deserve it.
What are you?
Yeah, I'd say I got like diverse friends. Like I play soccer as for fun, you know.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of friends that play soccer, and soccer is like an international sport, right? So I got to meet people from like Cameroon, from obviously United States, like Eastern like European countries, Brazil, like Mexico and stuff like that. So I get to meet a lot of different people. And I'm also like, doing school, so I get to meet people that are more focused on their schoolwork and are more, academically accomplished. So I think I like to keep my friend groups diverse because, you get having like different groups, you get to learn a lot from them. And you get to do different things with each different friend group. So it's nice, yeah.
We've been friends for 5.
Too long.
5 years, I think.
I need a
How'd you guys meet?
Oh, we met online.
Yeah.
Okay.
Online. We were playing
We played a game called Destiny. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
You guys know that? Yeah.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we met online, and then he was like, "Let's meet up," and I'm like, "Okay."
And you guys like happen to live like so close together.
It's so weird.
We were stupid when we first met because he had a cousin. He's a cousin named Francisco.
It's
an amazing swimming. He was a part of the swim team. He was amazing. He was gonna go to the Olympics and everything.
Yeah,
like
he
that.
was gonna go to the Olympics. But
Damn.
he was like 0.02 seconds away from like getting into the Olympics. I was like,
Damn,
Yeah, so-
that's crazy.
He's also a really good swimmer. He's also really athletic.
That's sick.
But I was talking about this like because he told me he's a swimmer on mic, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, I know a friend who's a swimmer. He's super fast.
Mhm.
Like someone was telling me a story that like in the competition he got hungry, so he jumped out the water like mid race, ate a McChicken, like swam back in and still won.
Damn, that's real.
That's how you
really good. I wouldn't doubt that too. Like he's really good.
I was just like, what the heck? But we were talking. I was talking about this guy, and he was like, "That's so weird. I know someone like that." And I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy, bro."
The McChicken boy.
Chicken boy, yeah.
That's funny.
And then I'm like, "Yeah, he's Francisco." I was like, "Bro, I have a cousin named Francisco who also swims." And we were just sitting here like,
Wait.
talking about it, and then we had a third person in the group, and he was like, "Yo, wait a minute. Like, you guys like, I'm pretty sure he's talking about the same person." And I'm like, "Nah, dude, I'm from Cleveland." He goes, "Dude, me too." And we're like, what the heck?
That's
Like, come
crazy.
over. I'm like, "Okay, you're a stranger, but okay."
It was low-key scary because I didn't know what they looked like at all.
Yeah.
Like, plus I have like a really deep voice for an Asian. So they thought I was black when they first like came in there. Like, wait,
Oh,
you're not
that's
black. And
hilarious.
I'm like, no, I'm Asian. This is weird.
I walked in, you were tall and scary, dude. I was like, what the heck?
It was really short, man. I was surprised.
Damn, that's a crazy story though. It's awesome.
It's,
man.
That's what also like you talk about this. What made me realize like most of like your friends you make are like from school. Like you're forced to be friends with the people around you because of school. You know, you don't really make like a lot of outside friends. So like we hang out a lot because like when you think about it, he's like an outside friend, and I'm like, yo, want to go somewhere? Let's drive here, and here, and here.
Yeah.
But like in school, it's like, all right, I'll see you more at school. But then when school ends, they're like, you don't really
Exactly. You see who the real ones are.
Yeah.
For sure. Looking for a replacement though, dude.
Yeah, same here.
Kind of tired of this.
Substitution.
Five relationship.
This is why these two guys, bro, they're taller than you, bro.
All right, yeah. Whatever.
Substitution.
I'm tired of looking down, bro. My neck hurts.
Damn. Damn.
So want to do your
That's
segment
funny.
about where you talk about like the love life?
No, we don't need our fucking life in this. I'm just kidding. I just want to know about your guys' childhood. Like, how was it? Like, you guys are from Japan.
Our childhood. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were both born in Japan, and like we moved when I was 10 and when my brother was 6. So,
So you guys have like good like memories from there, right? Like.
oh yeah, for sure. And we try to go back every summer because all our family,
Yeah.
family's still back in there. And I'm actually going back in a couple days for.
Dude, he's going
Yeah,
back.
so I'm excited. Yeah.
That's awesome.
We lived in New Mexico too.
You live in
Oh,
New
yeah?
Mexico
Yeah.
too.
Oh, that's up.
We moved there when I was 4 months old.
Oh wow.
So you
Yeah,
guys
we-
like lived everywhere pretty much.
Yeah, we were always traveling.
So,
we were
like-
always moving.
Do you have like citizenship?
Abdul,
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
So you have Japanese and
American, yes.
Okay. So
Planet Earth.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up.
What was
So
that?
like, where do you guys live in Japan? Like, what city?
Right outside of Tokyo, called Kawasaki.
Oh, damn. So
yeah.
you were like near main city.
Yeah, it's
You
crazy.
guys
And our-
sent me like experience or memories from there?
Yeah, for sure.
Because I want to travel there. I think it'd be dope. Like, where do you recommend going?
Oh man, there's so many things to see in Japan. It's
It's the best city in the world.
Yeah, I think it's the best. Yeah, I mean, dude, the food, yo, like no matter where you go, you can go to like a convenience store and like they'll have the best food, like way better than anywhere in the United States for sure. Yeah, it's best.
I'm excited. I want to go. Like, how long should I stay? Like, what's the best way to get the full experience?
I would try to avoid summer times because it gets super humid and super hot nowadays.
Okay.
So try to hit it maybe like spring or fall. I think spring might be the best season when they have like the cherry blossoms and whatnot.
Sure, okay.
So it's super beautiful. Not too hot, not too cold. So yeah, try to go there. I don't know, at least a week.
Okay, 1 week.
Yeah, but longer the better, I would say. Yeah.
Any, like, places I should definitely go to.
There's so many. Like,
like top
and
5
you
on your list.
you don't just want to limit yourself to Tokyo. There's so much more.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
Kyoto's really pretty.
So,
I went to this city called Hakone, and it was really pretty too.
Yeah.
And
How far are they away from like each other? Like, are they like an hour drive kind of thing? Should we just get a rental car?
Nah,
and travel everywhere?
no, you don't want to get a car. You could travel all by
Train?
like train.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shit, okay.
yeah, a lot. Public transportation super well done, so you can travel everywhere
Isn't
with.
it like crowded?
Yeah, so Tokyo's
saw
super
it.
crowded.
Like I
but-
saw videos of people like shoving, like there's people who just shove people.
Oh,
on
and
trains.
that's like during the rush hour times, right? Like when all the business people are going in, they're going to work or whatnot. But going back to that question, one spot I would definitely recommend is like the hot springs. They have like Japanese hot springs.
cool.
They have natural, hot springs coming out of the water, the ground, and they have like
Is it like anime?
traditional.
You know?
Yeah, maybe yeah.
Like
if they have
like
it,
a split of wood in the middle.
split of wood in the middle. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes they have like outdoor ones too. Like it's super nice, and they have like traditional hotel kind of like place to stay on there too. So it's super luxurious and it's super relaxing. I would definitely
Okay.
recommend it.
So I feel like Tokyo is like mainly good for like shopping. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
'cause it's-
a lot of
And I
places
feel
to
like
shop.
where's the best place for like nature? Like I feel like there's a good split. Like Tokyo's like a city, and then you have like the urban areas where you're like, was it urban or is it something else?
The what?
Urban's or city, right?
Yeah, urban.
Okay, what's
city.
the opposite of city?
Suburban?
Okay,
or,
thanks. I'm finished.
or like yeah,
Or, like all
rural.
the nature and all that stuff.
Or like
What's-
rural areas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rural, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Tokyo is pretty. The population density is crazy, so there's always concrete. It's mostly concrete, but I mean there's parks sporadically throughout the city. You can always go. Like half an hour, 40 minutes outside of city by train, and there's like a lot of mountains and stuff like that. So
What did you guys do when you were like there?
we went to school. Played a lot of soccer, obviously.
Any like cultural difference, Because
Yeah, do you guys,
there's a
do you
lot,
guys
a lot.
prefer like American culture over
Yeah.
like Japanese culture? Or, like,
Because I
Do you
lived
wanna
in
answer?
Indonesia and like
Just a little
part of our
bit, but-
schooling was karate. Like we had karate.
Oh, really?
in kindergarten, yeah.
Ah, that's interesting. There's a calligraphy class that's taught in school. I liked it a lot. Yeah, you get to you have a brush, right, with like the ink and everything, and the
Oh,
teacher
okay.
you'll have the same word to write out for the day or for the week, and you practice your penmanship, which is pretty cool. Yeah, you don't do that. I mean, I guess you do a little bit of cursive writing, but it's kind of like that. Yeah, it's traditional.
Do
And
you guys watch anime?
I read like manga.
I appreciate
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah.
that's the best right there.
The shout out.
Do you watch anime?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. Do you like? Can you compare like Tokyo to like anime? Like how 1-to-1 is it?
How 1-to-1 is it?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, is there
Yeah.
anything there like they exaggerated that so much in anime? Like that's not a thing, man.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's a good question.
You know what
Damn.
I mean? Like,
everything is true.
it's like what?
Dude, I'd say it's pretty. If you read like a variety of anime or mangas and watch a lot of anime, I think the general consensus is pretty true. Yeah.
All right. So how do you feel about like people just like knowing everything because they watch anime, like white people and all? Like,
Dude, it's funny because a lot of anime is huge, right? It's like
Yeah,
a big
it is
Japanese
big.
culture.
It's
Yeah, people
big
from
in
all
there.
over the world know it, and like they pick up random phrases in Japanese from it. So I think it's great.
It's
It's
like
funny.
kawaii and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, chill,
Yeah.
calm down.
But yeah, no, we appreciate it. A lot of people come visit because they get into the culture through anime, and I think it's a great thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Like you don't like get offended. You're like, bro, that's not how you say the word.
No, definitely not. But yeah, they might set the bar kind of high, and then they come in and it's like super hot, it's like super crowded, and people aren't as friendly as they seem in the animes, and might get a little disappointed. But I think for the most part they all enjoy it as long as you have like a realistic expectation of what you're getting into.
Yeah. Have you guys been to any like other Asian countries?
I've been to Korea. Yeah, I went to Korea for a week or two. And
Korea's better though, right?
I thought so. Dead ass, but
100%,
Nah, but Korea's super dope too. It's like pretty similar. People are nice and everything, but yeah, I don't know. I was just more used to Japan, and I don't handle spicy food as well.
Oh,
so it was tough. Some of the cuisine there is super good, but super hot.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Bro, we were gonna do a segment like on this podcast because on our first podcast we were talking about this like to make our like podcast more interesting.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our guests eat like hot food.
Oh, yo, the hot wings.
Hot ones.
Yeah. But like,
get-
every time we swear, they have to like take a bite of like
that's-
a random. It's apparently chocolate and there's like hot sauce in the middle.
That
And
sounds
there's like
gross.
6, and you're like, if you get the wrong one, you know.
Oh, it's like Russian roulette.
Yeah,
okay.
with chocolate. And we were like,
That sounds pretty fun though. Yeah. Next time.
next
time
time,
for
for sure, yeah.
That'd be funny though.
I expect Kota to be like a full-blown professional
Yeah.
soccer player.
That's the plan.
Back on the rubber duckies.
Yeah, back on the river. I expect Utah to be a second year in med school at least.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we have like our season plan for this podcast.
How many like episodes are you guys doing?
12, I think.
12 per
Nice.
season.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
And then we'll rotate or like get new people like every other season or something.
Yeah, like we're gonna bring some guests back because we're like,
See how they're doing.
yeah.
Soon we'll get sponsors. Like, yo, we're sponsored
need
by.
some- yeah.
Start doing some
You wanna sign
commercials.
your soccer team as a sponsor?
Yeah.
I got you.
So do you like do do you speak a lot like in public? Like how do you public speaking? Like I'm a little like Chris. Like I'm bad.
Yeah, no, like I try to speak every chance I have, and I've gotten a few chances to speak. For example, like my club team,
Mm-hmm.
the younger kids, I got to speak to them, and I got to speak to a group of people about my recruiting process, going into Division 1 and stuff, all that. And when I go back to Brazil, there's a youth club from Japan coming to visit our team, and they want me to speak to them in Japanese, so I'll plan on doing that, and that'll be my first in Japanese. So
Are you guys like super fluent in Japanese? Like both of you?
he is. I
You
I
got
can
mixed
live.
up.
Yeah.
Conversation, right? Like talking he's fine, but like when it comes to writing and reading, you don't use it here too much,
Okay.
so it's
Yeah,
harder. But
I struggle.
No, I'm the same way. I'm fluent in Indonesian, but writing and reading, I'm just like.
Yeah,
it's difficult,
it's
right?
different.
Yeah.
But I think conversation is more important.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
for
For
sure.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to try anything down.
Yeah.
Do you guys do like when you guys travel? You guys do the same tactic? You're like at least I need to know at least 2 words in that language, so I can be like bathroom and like food.
Those are important. Those are two of the most important words.
I'm
Yeah.
going to Iceland like in.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I'm
so
going with that
cool.
guy, actually.
Oh, it's so
My
cool.
sister, yeah. There's hot springs there too. I'm excited.
Oh, definitely go there.
We got
Yeah.
an Airbnb.
Oh, that's
It's
awesome.
right next to the sunset. There's a hot tub like right like next to the sunset.
Is it called like Rajki or something like that? There. What's
I
there?
don't even say the word. I feel bad for not saying the word because I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, that city though.
You going there though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Nice.
we got a
That's-
camper van.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
drive around you.
Yeah, the whole
Damn.
That's exciting.
When are you guys going?
March 9th to 14th.
Nice. Yo, that's so
One week.
cool. I'm so jealous. I'm so
You're going to
jealous.
Japan, bro. You
Yeah, you go to
Iceland though, man. You get all the nature in Iceland.
Yeah, for sure though. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
so cool.
for sure, dude. That's gonna be insane.
That's so cool.
It's probably like getting more expensive after the season because a lot of people are like realizing how nice it is for the first time.
Mm.
So it should be interesting.
Mhm.
Well, how you? Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you like, I thought it'd be fun. So like, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. And you gotta give like your best motivational speech. Wait, what do you go for when you motivate? You know, you got like, what are you motivating to be? Like happy or like more working out? Like,
No,
what's your end goal for them to like?
just leave them happier than how they came in.
Okay.
You know,
So
Freestyle?
Yeah, how you with freestyle?
right now.
bro. I got you.
All right, man. 5 minutes.
So
5 minutes
should we
on
give him
clock.
like a scenario? Like what kind of?
Like
Or should he
you're in like a
motivate
public
us?
school and you're talking to kids, or yeah, motivate us, man.
Yeah,
we're pretty
so
lazy people.
we're in college and we're trying to finish.
You want 5 minutes on the clock? Is that all you need, or you need more?
No, I could go right now.
Oh snap! Go.
I meant like 5 minutes to like talk, like can you, like
Yeah.
and to finish 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh
Alright.
dang! Let's do it.
Ready?
Get this
Yeah.
bread.
All right.
All right. So a lot of people ask me like why I was able to go through all this and still, come through with my dream. And I think I'm a firm believer that whatever your first dream that you had since you were a little kid is the ultimate dream that God has planned into you. So, for example, my friends growing up when I was in grade school, they wanted to become professional football players or become a doctor or become a veterinarian or become a baseball player. And mine was to become a professional soccer player. And I think as you get older, you get more obstacles that come in your way that are temporary distractions for your permanent goal. And you get distracted and you go towards those. So partying, your friends, alcohol, drugs, all that, and then they take away and your ultimate dream that you had since you were a little kid, which is the main reasoning of why you live on this planet, gets taken away, and you go for secondary option, you go for third goal, you become complacent with other things, which is just getting a college degree or getting a high school diploma, and I'm a college dropout right now, and I'm still living happy. And all successful people share one thing in common: it's they love what they do. What they do makes them happy. And if you're not happy working, then you will live your life miserable the whole time, And I'm a firm believer in that. And I think people become too complacent with their life. People become too complacent working 9 to 5 in the office. And I think they're wasting a lot of their time. But if that's what makes you happy, then I think that's what you should do. But for me, I've always wanted to become a professional soccer player. And that's been my goal ever since. And for me, I think dreams are is the truth of life. It brings you out. It shows the reality of you. It either shows you that you didn't want it bad enough, or you are actually willing to go through every trial and tribulation for it. Like for my brother, his dream was to go to medical school, and I respect his. I've told everyone this, that he's my idol for everything because. I know I'm not supposed to idolize anyone but God, but I idolize him and my family a lot because they've been through so much for me. And a lot of people think that just because my dad was a doctor, like we were rich, but we actually moved from apartment to apartment, from country to country, and we always didn't have money at all. Christmas used to be my least favorite holiday because we never had presents. My parents never bought us presents. But, my brother didn't make any excuse. And when my brother his dream was to play Division I soccer too, but we didn't have the money for him to go to combines and all that. So he was complacent. He was happy with school, and he found love for school, and I respect him a lot for that. And for him to get into medical school is probably one of the greatest blessings in my life. And I idolize his hard work, and I get my hard work from him. For me, I'm willing to sacrifice everything for my family, and that's what I do, and I'm willing to go through anything. For Brazil was a trial and tribulation that really opened my eyes. So, for example, the last 3 weeks was the truth, was the do or die for me. The new coach had come in, and if I did well, he was gonna sign me. If I didn't do well, he wasn't gonna sign me. And after the first week, I had a really good week. But I pulled my right hamstring after my first week, and I still had 2 weeks to go. And I asked my coach, "What do you think of me?" He said, I don't know. I haven't valued you enough." So I remember going into my room, I called my dad, and I broke down in tears because I had a pulled hamstring. I didn't know what to do. But my dad just told me, you got to do what you have to do. This is your dream. If you're willing to sacrifice, you have to do it. So a pulled hamstring is normally a 2 to 3 week injury, and I pulled it on a Sunday evening training, and I had training on the next morning. So for a 3 week injury, I had 18 hours to recover. And I did everything from cupping to stem to everything, to getting massages every hour just so my muscle could relax, from hydrating myself, eating right. But at the end of the day, I'm still a human being, so my body didn't recover. There's a limit to how much my body can recover. And it was very painful, it was uncomfortable, I was scared and everything, but in life you gotta make sacrifices for what you really want. So I had to sacrifice my body, and now I'm good, and now I'm living. I wouldn't say I was able to make my dream come true because this is just the start, but I'm getting step by step closer to my ultimate dream, which is everything I do for my family.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Oh, hire this man. Hire this man right now. Hire this man. Oh my god.
Yo,
That's so good, dude. I was at the first part, I was like, oh my god.
Bro, I was like,
Had me really thinking, like, oh,
yeah, I was like, damn, dude. What's my first dream? I was like, yo, that's pretty.
Yeah,
that's
it's the
good.
truth,
really
though.
good, man. Hey, shout out to Kota, dude.
Bro, you know what I'm excited about? Is like that's all recorded.
Yeah.
Like you get to go back in like 3 years and see how well you did back then.
Yo, that'd be pretty cool. Actually, coming back to it like
Right.
years
Yeah.
after, like, yo.
Or next time you come on back on, you do this again, bro. 5 minutes on the
Yeah.
clock.
Oh man,
That's
that
fun.
motivated me, dude.
Freestyle.
Yo,
Oh,
shout out.
That was pretty good. Damn, dude. Tom's here, like, yo, he's a filming degree.
Yeah. I'm just
Okay,
looking-
okay.
Yeah, so.
So he likes filming and
Yo, but a lot of respect to you guys for like doing stuff like this, because I know a lot of people talk about doing it, but no one actually does it, you know? And you guys got the mics, you guys got the devices, had it set up, talk to people, trying to get them on the show and stuff.
Yeah,
So,
walk the
yeah,
talk.
dude, a lot of respect. You guys are doing it, you know? Yeah, it's big, it's big.
Yeah, you're right. Like it's hard to like find what you want to do and then not and like try not to be complacent on like one thing. Like
Yeah.
just to go to college and just to get a degree. Like when I first started college, like I switched majors like 100 times, and I finally went into film because that's what I first wanted to do. But then in my head I was like, oh, I just need to get money. You know, I need to get a job. You know, I just need to get a career.
Yeah.
Like, and I was like thinking like I won't get money in film, but you know, as long as you're happy, that's what matters. the
Yeah.
most.
Just gotta grind every day,
Yeah,
man.
that's what
Grind.
it
It's a
is.
grind 24/7.
The
Yes,
grind
sir.
don't
Hustle.
lie.
Hashtag.
My college career was actually really bad. It was horrific.
Yeah.
Yeah. Serious. Like, I went into Louisville. And I was the #1 recruit in Ohio. I was a top 150 recruit in the country and everything. I was this hot shit, you know.
Yeah.
And I went to Louisville, and it was just a completely different ball game.
Yeah.
I kept getting injured. I was homesick, and I had mental issues and all that. And
Yeah.
it was just I couldn't play at all, and it was just horrible. And then, you know, but a lot of people said, you know, like, yo, bro, like, listen, enjoy your college life. Just if you don't like soccer, just give it up. You know, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And for me, like, the saddest thing in the world, I think one of the saddest thing in the world is when people lose passion for something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I never wanted to experience that. So I know as long as I don't give up, I give a chance for my dream. So, you know, I had to change the environment before the environment changes me.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had to get out of there, and now I'm trying to live it out in Brazil. So,
That's what's up, man. It's good to try than not try at all.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
yeah,
So I'm still trying to become a doctor. So like,
yeah, yo.
I'm taking a long ass route.
Dude, you got it, man.
Bro, I just gotta. So I'm still going like med school, like traditional and all that stuff. I'm doing a radiology program at Tri-C.
Okay.
So you can become a radiology tech in Cleveland Clinic, and apparently University Hospital has this too. But
Okay.
if you do really well in your job and they see you like really passionate about it,
Yeah.
they'll sponsor you to go to like their med school, and they pay for everything.
Yeah, I heard about that actually.
Yeah. So that's my like. I'm like, I gotta get there somehow. This is
Yeah,
just one of
bro.
the ways, man.
You don't know how you're gonna get there, but you will
Yeah,
get there.
dude. But yeah, I think with this we should take our first break. It's been 45 minutes. This was good. Yeah.
Kind of thirsty.
Nice,
Yes, I'm
nice.
here.
Yo, shout out. Okay, we'll be back.
How do you do that, dude? Like,
That was Kota. Oh my god. Do it again.
Oh, that wasn't that good, yo. You gotta do it again.
Oh my god, look at the jumping too. You see it? Oh my god, that's awesome.
how do you make these? How's it so loud? Like, what do you do? Like,
It's literally like, but you just like stick your tongue to the roof of your mouth harder. Yeah, you get like the hang of it.
we sound like idiots.
That'd be cool to do in class though.
You're gonna call me at like 3 a.m. I'm just. I think it'd be like fun. I like scaring my sisters, right? Like it's one of my hobbies to scare my sisters.
Yeah.
I have 3 sisters, by the way. If you guys didn't know. They're 18, 10, and
10? Oh, wow.
and 9. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Huge gap.
Huge gap, yeah. And me and the 18-year-old, I don't really scare her. She gets very violent when I scare her. Like she'll put me in a chokehold and I'll just cry. I'm like, I'm sorry. And the little one just cries, And then she goes to my parents and she's like, he scared me. And they're like, go up in your room and just sit there. I'm like, okay, sorry. And then, but the middle one, the 10-year-old, we have a competition of scaring each other. So I think I scared her 15 times, and she scared me 13.
So you're winning.
Yeah, I got Cecily in the lead. And every time I go home, dude, I'm always scared. Like, I don't know where she is because I just got home. And I see her. I remember one time I went in my room and she was underneath my bed, just grabs my legs.
Damn.
I got so scared that I fell down. I just dropped to the ground. I'm like, don't hurt me. And I'm like, oh, it's my sister.
Damn, that's scary. That's scary.
But yeah, I did a competition with them. You guys ever like? Good thing I just talked about that because I had another question. You guys ever been grounded? Like to all three of you? Like you guys ever been grounded? Like my parents grounded me, but it was just like, go stand in the corner and write "I'm sorry" like 300 times on a piece of paper.
I was just hit. They just hit me and then they're like, okay, go on your way. That was it. That was it for me, yeah.
You guys ever been grounded?
Yeah. Like they won't let us go play or something.
Were you guys like troublemakers in school and stuff?
I was. He wasn't.
I was not.
I can see, yeah.
So I just get like grounded for it. Like my parents grounded me for like the dumbest stuff. Like they'll be like, "Don't stick your tongue out at me. Go in the corner." And I'm like, but then I'll like throw my sister down the stairs, and they're like, "Don't do that again." I'm like, "Okay, sorry." Yeah, I was like, I don't know why you ground me for so.
What you get in trouble for?
Like, I got in trouble with the police a lot.
Really?
What the heck?
Yeah. Like.
What's the worst thing you've done?
Me and my friends when I was like in middle school, we went egging at cars, and we were egging at cars, and then my friend threw a brick through a car window.
That escalated pretty quick.
Yeah. But the thing was, eggs take paint off cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like a big time trouble, and we turn around, all of a sudden we got squared in by cops.
Wait a minute.
But we were all like,
yeah.
at that age we were like legit like athletes. We were sick. So we literally ran away from cops. Like we were running like 2 miles. The cops couldn't chase because we were running through woods. So they couldn't get on their cars.
Damn,
so all they do was they were all on their feet. There was no way they were gonna catch us. and we get back to his house, my friend's house. We're like, yeah, we made it. Like we're all sick now, blah blah. And then the next morning, the cops come to the house because it was during winter. And then like
tracks.
yeah, and then but like we denied everything.
Yeah.
And then like the next week on the newspaper, it said we were on there. They were like mischief in Cambridge Drive. That was the street, and they said $3,000 worth of damage. Done by like 6 kids or something.
Did you ever get caught for that or?
Nah, but
It's on the podcast now, man.
Yeah, it's on the podcast. They listen to this. Okay,
Like,
we got him
He's
cheap. We got him.
yeah. And then I'll always go ding dong ditching and like
Oh yeah.
when I was little.
What happened to the kid who threw a brick? Like, I like how they're more worried about the eggs. Like, eggs threw the paint, but like, yeah, who threw the brick? Like, they gotta cause some damage to that car.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was crazy.
Yo.
When I was little, I like breaking rules.
Was it like they're like, that was the worst thing you've done? It was like the worst thing I've done. I can't say I'm like, okay. It's like,
I've gotten suspended from school for like throwing a strawberry at a teacher.
Yo, bro, I thought
Why?
Why you weren't like, yo, she was just hungry. I was trying to help her out.
No, it was like a cooking class, and it was like the first day of class, and she was saying like, yeah, we'll cook all different kinds of food, and like, Kota, I know you want to cook sushi.
Damn.
And I was like, nah, don't stop with that racist shit. So she like turned around, and like we were making chocolate covered strawberry or something. Like I chucked a strawberry at her, and she was like, who did it? And I was like, that was me.
I like how you admit it. Like, yo, that was me. It's good.
Yeah. And then the principal always supports the teacher, so he didn't believe me. And then
He didn't believe that you threw it?
no, he didn't believe that she said the racist comment.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, wait a minute.
Yeah, and I got in trouble.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Just chucked it at her? Yeah, that was me, dude. Oh my gosh.
Yo, this one time though in high school, I brought a whole bag of habanero peppers. You know, have you ever had those? Yeah, those are kind of spicy, right? Yeah, and there was like a thing in high school. We were like doing habanero challenges. Who can eat it, right? And like I brought a whole bag full. I probably had like 40 or 50. They were probably like $1 for all that. It wasn't bad at all. But Yeah, I brought it in, and a bunch of kids came to my locker and started eating them. And these kids like ate it, spit it out in their hands, and then like they're crying. So they would like touch their eyes with it, and like their eyes get all red and get watery, and they had to go to the hospital and stuff. Like I think I sent like 19 kids to the nurse's office, like 5 to the hospital, and I got in trouble for that. I was like, yo, that's my lunch. They were trying to eat my lunch, and they wouldn't take it. They wouldn't buy it. It's funny though. Yeah.
Habanero peppers for lunch. Like, yo, bro, like that's a big lie right there.
No, that's funny.
Yo, when I was in high school, when I was a senior, my brother was in college and he broke his collarbone, so he had to get surgery. And he got 60 pills of oxycodone.
Oh my god.
But
You don't need that.
he was like, yo, I'm not gonna need it. So I was like, and then I was just telling my friends, just like, oh yeah, my brother's getting surgery, blah blah blah, and they're like, yo, I'll buy a pill for like $5. I'm like, 60 pills for $5? He's like, no, 1 pill for $5. I'm like, 1 pill for $5?
Holy.
I'm like, and I'm thinking in my head like, yo, I can make bank. I'm like, yo, bro, let me get a dose of oxycodone. He's like, all right, whatever. So I used to sell drugs in school.
Yo, what
Oh
the
my
heck?
God.
Yeah.
Yo, man, you guys are like on the money grind. Like he was. Like, tell me what you did like in college for like your money, like getting cash.
Oh, yeah. So I did a lot of like, not startup, but like little projects, right?
Yeah.
I had a couple, honestly. So one was like, after semester, a lot of kids move out if they graduate, so they'll like throw out a lot of good shit, right? They'll put like, fridges and like, sometimes like they'll have TVs. I don't know. I went to Pitt, so like some of these kids are fucking loaded, right? So they have a lot of good stuff. They'll like couches and whatnot.
Yeah.
They'll just like throw on the street at the end of the semester. So me and my friend with the pickup, we'd always go around and every summer try to pick up like whatever we can find, see if there's anything we can sell. We'll make like full days out of it, right?
Uh-huh.
And then we'll like store it in our basement. And then whenever kids came back for a new semester and they
Sell
needed
to
like
them.
desks and fridges, like we'd like sell them for like 50 or something like that, right? And everyone would buy them. So we made bank off of that.
That's
It was
awesome.
fun.
They're really
Yeah.
on their money grind. Like,
You ever seen
yeah.
a point where like the next semester you see like the same fridge that you sold them? And they're like, oh, there, you sell
Just
this
like
thing.
resell, yeah.
It's for the
Start
same price.
yeah.
That's
Nah,
awesome.
it's fun though.
You
It's
guys
a
are both on the
blast.
money grind. Like, damn, dude. Like, I was never like that. I thought like making money. I'm just like, I think
Gotta do what you gotta do.
the thing that made me like money, I made 25 cents off someone before. And that was me going over to my neighbor's house. And I was like, yo, you guys want to see a magic trick? They're like, yeah, I need a quarter because it costs a quarter to show you the magic trick. And it was like the dumbest thing ever. I forgot a trick, but it was just like, the card they pick will be the top card.
Uh-huh.
And I would show them like the second card underneath, and
Uh-huh.
they'd be like, "Oh, that's not my card." And I'm like, "Oh," I'll flick my fingers, and I'm like, "This is your card." And they're like, "Damn, that's pretty good." And I'm like, "Yeah,
And you got the quarter for it.
yeah." That's like the only money scheme I had when I was a kid.
That's funny. Yo, there's this other project we had going. This is legit. This is like more, yeah. I mean, they're both legit. But so you know how like there's a lot of art students at universities, right? There's art majors
Yeah.
and they make art for their projects.
Uh-huh.
And then once they're done with it, we found out they all scrap it or they just like take it home, do nothing with it, right?
Yeah.
So we're like, yo, like listen to this. We're gonna take your art, hang it up in cafeterias and like school buildings, and then if people like it, they can buy it, right? So they'll put like, since it's free, they'll put like $10, $20 on their prices.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of professors or like a lot of students like them and they'll buy it, and then we get like half the commission. So it's,
Oh wow.
so you see student art in like college campuses, and you get to, and the artists make money. So it was dope. They liked it a lot, and yeah, we made like not good money, but we made decent money, and it was
You feel
fun.
happy. You feel happy. That's
Yeah,
all
and it was a lot of
Hey.
fun, dude. Yeah. I'm gonna try to start it up at my next school too, see if it
In
works.
med school,
Yeah,
what are you gonna do?
yeah.
Selling like cultures?
No, same thing. I'll hit up like all the undergrad art people,
Oh,
right? And they'll be like,
right,
yo,
right,
you guys
right.
want to have your art like hung up on your campuses? And they're like, yeah, like I get publicity and whatnot, and then they like it, and like people like it because they get
Everyone
art.
wins.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
wins, yeah.
It's a win-win. Damn.
No, it's fun.
You
It's,
guys are on that grind, dude. Like I never thought making
dude,
money
we
like
need
this.
that extra cash, yeah.
Bro.
Gotta make every buck. But yeah.
So good. Holy crap.
I just go up to my parents like, yo,
Can I
you
have
look
some
really
questions?
good today. Can I get that $20?
Gotta be on that grind.
24/7, dude.
No, I mean, you guys are doing shit. That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And then once we get sponsors.
Once we get
Yeah,
sponsored.
hit us up. Hit us up
Yeah,
with the
there you
sponsor.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kota, we need you a shout out, man.
Hey, I got you.
Kota, are you sponsored by anybody right now, or is it? Or
Uh,
you,
I
or your
was
team?
like,
No, I'm like sponsored by my team.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Is
they,
your
they
team
kind of like
sponsored?
pay for like housing and then and stuff.
Yeah, I live in the training facility because they have like rooms.
Okay.
Yeah, but a lot of guys live in apartments or houses and stuff.
is your team sponsored by anything?
Yeah, like
Like Red Bull or like?
Yeah, it's called a company like Sobet. We have a lot of sponsorship, but our biggest one's like Sobeti. It goes on the front of our jerseys, and I'm not sure. I think it's a banking in Brazil.
Yo, shout out to Sabati.
Yeah.
Yo, sponsor us, yo. All about it. All
hilarious.
about it.
Damn, but you were a giant. You guys were trying giant. Like you were a troublemaker.
Yeah.
The worst thing I did was cheat. Like I feel like everyone cheated. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, I got a good story with cheating, man. So in Italian, I was in Italian class, right?
Yeah.
And it was, we had a vocab test, and we got to study right before the test. He's like, yo, all right, take your time. Like, whenever you guys are ready, come take the test, right?
Yeah.
It was like that. So during study time, I wrote everything on my desk, right?
Yeah.
All the stuff I needed to know for the test.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, I'm good. And I got up to go get the test. The kid next to me came over and just wiped it all off. This asshole just like deleted it. So I was like, I was gone. I was done, man. I got 0 on that. It's
I gave I'll see you later.
yeah, but I didn't cheat. So.
That's all that
I know.
Oh, man.
I cheated a lot in my
It is tough.
physics class. I didn't cheat a lot. My friend
Physics
next
is
to me
tough.
cheated a lot. Like I knew
Mhm.
I would come in like knowing the formulas and stuff like that, and I would write them down. And when he's so casual about cheating too. He goes, "Yo, is that all the answers on the paper?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "All right, cool, thanks." And it's like I'm just checking your answers. I'm like, "You wrote nothing down. What do you mean you're checking my answers?" And he goes, "Bro, it's all good. You'll get an A." And I'm like, "What?"
Damn, that's
He's a cool
hilarious.
guy though. Like he's a chill guy. And I remember him cheating, and he brought like a folder with actually like a bunch of formulas in.
Uh-huh.
And the teacher looked right dead at him, and as he's pulling out the answers, and he just slits back in, puts it back down. The teacher looks away, he just pulls it back out. I'm like, all right. I'm like, what's the point of this?
Damn, that's hilarious.
Well, it's pretty cool because that teacher was a really chill teacher. He was my physics teacher. It was like his first time teaching or second year teaching.
Mm.
But he was part of a metal band.
He's what?
He was part of a metal band when he was a kid.
Oh,
And
metal
Yeah,
band,
and he
damn.
toured Europe.
Oh shoot,
And
that's cool.
somewhere in like, I think they toured America too. And I was
Yeah.
like, they're like big. Like it's weird. Like we had like a parent teacher conference thing, and they like one of the parents saw him, and they were like,
Oh what?
they had like a freak out moment. They were like, oh my goodness, when you part of, I forgot the name of the band, but they were like, yo, can I get like a picture and everything? I'm like,
Oh dude, that's so cool though.
this is really
That's
weird.
crazy, yeah. They just start singing a song and you're like, death metal.
yeah, but yeah, they were like heavy metal.
Yeah.
But he's a cool guy. We made catapults for physics. And I was
That
dumb,
sounds
dude.
fun.
Yeah, that was fun, but I was pretty stupid. Like, there were so many moments where I almost got injured because I was just being dumb. Like, there's a drill, and like you can make holes with a drill, right? So I was holding a piece of wood like this in midair instead of setting it down and drilling down.
Oh, so it
So
starts.
I was drilling in my hand, and I was like halfway in, and my friend was like,
Ooh.
"You idiot! What are you doing?" He smacks my head. I'm like, "You're right. You're right."
Damn, that's dangerous.
No, for sure. But like,
What kind of music do you guys listen to?
I like Drake, Post Malone.
Post Malone, yeah, okay. See, I already like you guys.
Post Malone's the end goal right here for our
Yeah.
podcast. But
Yeah, if we had
Yeah,
Post
let's-
Malone on our podcast, yo,
We're
shout out
ending
Post
it.
Malone. What's good?
we're ending this podcast. Maybe we get Post Malone.
Then we're not, yeah.
He's end goal for us right now.
He's great though. He's funny. He's funny.
He's a
Yeah,
good
you know.
guy.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did. He
he's a
did
good
the.
guy.
He did the hot wing guy.
Yeah,
The
that was really
thing.
cool.
That was
he's like,
funny.
He's
I like
super
that.
humble too, and like, I
Yeah,
really
it's
like
not
him.
cocky at all.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Like most like other rappers, yeah, for sure.
And he's Maverick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very different. Yeah, that dude's funny.
Yeah.
I like him.
Do you guys watch movies?
Yeah.
What's your like favorite genre?
Genre. I like thrillers, I guess. Yeah, or like.
But you don't like
Yeah.
horrors?
Nah, not a big fan of horror.
But you
movie.
like thriller. What's the difference? There's like
Well,
Thriller.
thrillers, like
yeah.
it gets that heart pumping,
Yeah.
but it's not trying to scare you. It's just
there's no
Yeah.
jump
It's
scare
just
in the
tense.
end.
It's just really
tense.
tense.
Yeah. Like Pulp Fiction, I guess. Would that be thriller? You
I never
think?
seen Pulp Fiction.
Okay, yeah. Some like more with the plot, I guess. You know.
Have you seen,
Yeah. the-
what's that alien movie? And they're like on a spaceship.
Aliens?
Aliens on spaceship.
Aliens?
That sounds like a shit, huh?
Damn. Damn. Star Wars? That's good. Damn.
I think it's called like Life or something like that, and they found like.
I don't think I've seen it. Nah.
But I would consider that a thriller.
Uh-huh.
Most shark movies I consider thrillers.
Get Out. I don't
Get
think
Out?
that's
Have you seen
scary.
Get Out?
think
No, I
that's,
haven't.
like, thriller,
I heard it's
like-
pretty good
That's
though.
definitely a thriller. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like watching Big Screen, and I was just like, it was just. I think like the best about thrillers is they're so quiet that you're just like, you're like, what the fuck is
Mhm.
happening next?
Oh, what's that one movie where it's just pure silence? Like, or they couldn't talk, or they couldn't make a noise, or unless they'll die.
Oh,
The new one just came out.
Yeah.
it's a scary movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's also a thriller.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
it's really good.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of genres do you like?
I like comedy.
You like
Comedy?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah.
Do you like horror?
No, no.
You're bad with horror.
Dude, yeah, I
But
hate
like
horror.
if it's like close to Halloween, I'll like to watch it with my friends. You know.
Yeah.
I asked your brother to come like watch a horror movie with me, and he goes, "I'll just drive you there." Drive you there. I'm like, I'll sit in the car. And I'm like, no, that's not fun.
Yeah. What are y'all's favorite movies? One movie.
Cat in the Hat.
Oh, what?
What's
my,
it called?
My favorite movie.
Uh-huh.
Cat in the Hat.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen it? With Michael
No.
Myers?
No, I don't think I have. I have
think-
to check it out.
I think my favorite movie is like the Transformer movies, the new ones.
Yeah.
Not like the second one. I don't know. I just
With
as a
Megan
kid,
Fox?
yeah, I just like watching them fight each other. I like action movies, I guess. I just like watching people fight each other.
What are yours?
You guys seen Boondock Saints?
Yes.
Yeah, that's one of my faves. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
I like that a lot.
What are you?
I like Nemo.
Nemo, yeah.
Finding.
Yeah, finally. And like it's crazy, cause for my like when I went to Louisville,
Yeah.
I had for my profile I had to do like favorite movie, all this fun
Yeah.
facts, and I wrote Nemo. So like in class, these like kids I've never even met will be
Yeah.
like, "Yo, how's Dory?" and like will start like making fun of me and stuff.
You're like, never read that out.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the new Spider-Man movie?
Nah, I don't think so.
It's so good.
The animation one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So good. It's like my top like 5
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
it's
Okay.
surprisingly good, yeah.
It's out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it made
dude,
me
I'm gonna have to
cry,
go
bro.
see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes, for sure. Think about it. The
Yeah.
music they have on there is
The
really
soundtrack
good.
too.
Post Malone with Sway Lee.
Yeah, Post Malone on
Oh,
the
it's-
Sway Lee. Oh my
Yeah,
god, it's so
dude.
good.
Yo, if you guys want to sponsor us, let us know.
So
Yo,
sick.
let's go.
Just a
Sponsor
quick
us.
shout out. Now in theaters, boys.
Shout out theaters.
It's really good. I got it. Like it's not only action, it's comedy. It's also it's drama. Like it's really sad. Like there's so many moments where I'm like, damn, dude, I'm gonna shed a tear right now.
No,
Yeah, there's
I'm
some
gonna have
sad
to go
moments.
see it for
Yeah,
sure.
For
yeah.
sure. Think about it, yeah, for sure.
There's something else I was gonna ask, but I forgot because I mentioned Spider-Man. Like, you guys into Marvel?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
superheroes?
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
favorite superhero?
Black Panther.
Black Panther?
Yeah, he's sick. Black Panther.
I know they didn't make, but they didn't make him that good in the movie though.
It's only 'cause he's black.
Diversity, man.
Black
Diversity.
lives matter.
That's good. Do they have like an Asian superhero?
Yo, we gotta
Yo,
start
we
one
need some
up. Let's
respect,
do
bro.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
some respect. Oh, it sucks. But is that one chick in X-Men? It's the new X-Men. Have you seen it? Apocalypse. It's,
Nah.
the girl with the purple blade. And she can cut through anything.
But she has to be known for being Asian. You know? Like
She
Black
is
Panther
Asian.
is known for,
Oh,
you know,
I think she's
for-
Indian actually. I don't know.
Oh.
Like American Indian.
Damn,
What,
we're
you want
under-
like Asian America or something, or Asian?
Yeah. Don't they have one like that? Like
No, like
They didn't know.
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't
Dude,
know, I
there's,
don't
there's
know.
a Captain America. There's a Black Panther. Like, where's like a Chinese
Ninja.
tiger or something?
Ninja.
yeah, he has to be like
Samurai.
a ninja. So yeah.
The Ronin, but he's not Asian.
Nah.
Like in
See,
the
that's
new,
where
in the new,
underrepresented, man.
in the new Avengers, there's a character named Ronin, which is Hawkeye. But he's like, he's just called the Ronin. And I'm like,
Don't
what the
worry,
heck?
guys. I'm getting into that film industry. I got us Asian superheroes.
Bro, we need a Stan Lee original, bro.
Yeah.
Rip Stan Lee. What do you guys have any? This is a fun question. You guys have, if you guys have any superpowers, what would it be?
Yo, so all right, so my friend, he was a funny guy. He's my roommate. He'd always ask his friends what would be one lame superpower you could have.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, mine. I was always, whenever I never had to eat cold food. Like everything was heated up to like a right temperature. That was my lame superpower. Yeah.
But that's pretty good too, though. I love my food like nice and warm.
No, but it can't be like flying or like invisibility or something like that, right? It's got to be like kind of lame.
Just like
what
really-
yeah, what are you guys' lame superpower?
I can fly, but only if I'm 300 pounds under butt. Would that be like a lame? I feel like that'd be like a superpower. Like you gotta be super fat to fly.
No, that's good. That's good.
I think mine would be like I could watch TV without the TV being on. You know what I mean?
Just like a black screen.
Yes, it's
but
a
you
black
can-
screen, but I could like see it.
You can see it. No one
You
else
know how
can see
crazy
it.
that
So
would
and then so people walk in and they just see me like
laughing.
looking at a black screen.
Cracking up.
Like, oh man, that's funny. Look at this. You guys see this? And they're like,
What would be yours?
Probably fly. Lame.
No, it's not lame, dude. It's not lame.
Oh, lame.
Yeah, lames.
You can fly 30 inches off the ground.
That's so good for basketball. Though.
Yeah, true.
yeah, you can. You can make a dunk from half
Yeah,
court.
dude. Like, just a lot.
I don't know.
Yeah, laser power.
Lame superpower.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Never have to pee for the rest of your life.
Oh yeah. Never have to sleep. That'd be a good one. I think
Oh,
I'll
that's
change mine to
really
that
good.
one.
That's
you don't
really
have to
good,
sleep, so you're on the,
It's
on
like
the
that-
grind 24/7, guys. What do you mean?
That's borderline cool superpower though.
Oh, yeah, right, right. You don't need sleep.
That's funny.
You can always tell when it's night outside.
Yeah.
Just like looking outside.
It's like it's dark. I can feel it.
That's hilarious.
Dude, superpowers.
What do you guys do if you had $1 million?
Give it to my parents.
Oh,
That's
see,
pretty solid.
that's good.
solid, Yeah. That's
Most people
a
would
lot.
just spend it on themselves real quick.
I gave half to my parents. That's why I said I'll give half to my parents. And
I'd
give,
pay
like,
my
half
bills
for
first
my
and then
half.
pay their bills and then give them the rest.
Yeah, I'll balance out the question with put it all on red. Double or nothing, yo. Let's go.
Might as well, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I was talking to him about this, but I was looking at flights to Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
And the cheapest one's $100.
Yo, that's what they get you, man. They get you in, try to spend more money
Money,
in
but,
Vegas,
like-
yeah. But I mean, yeah, as long as you stay disciplined, yo, it's a great deal.
Yeah, like I was thinking of just going like doing that flight and bring like $500 as my max.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Put it all in red.
Yeah, dude, why not?
well,
But,
only
um,
with winnings. That's my, that's the main rule in gambling. Only thing with winnings.
That's smart. Set a limit
Yeah.
and then
Have you been
stick
to Las
to it.
Vegas?
Stick to it. No, I haven't. Yeah, I would
Should go,
want to.
dude.
I hear their buffets are bomb.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Doesn't
I gotta
like
go.
Chef Ramsay's like
There's Gordon Ramsay
his
restaurant.
restaurant?
Yeah,
Yeah, Gordon Ramsay's
I
restaurant.
want to go. I want to go.
We should
Hell's
definitely
Kitchen.
go.
I want to see Gordon like yell at people.
I just want him yell at me.
The steak is cold. No, it's fucking.
Nah, you idiot.
See, I wouldn't have to worry about that, right? Because like,
I'm not making food.
that's
You're
funny.
right, you're right.
My friend always asks me this question, and I hate it to this point. At this point, but like, would you rather poop out your belly button or eat a bag of needles?
Oh damn, definitely the former. Yeah, the first. I'll take the first one. Yeah.
The former.
Bag of needles sound pretty rough. Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I only like take the latter, but I'm gonna start saying that now.
The former versus the latter. Yeah.
I've been telling him like I'll take the latter. and
He's been
like,
saying that a lot. Yeah. I'm like, what?
Like, you shut up.
You should show me what the
I'm gonna
heck.
say the former now, dude. I know that quiet. It's a dead zone.
How do you guys like the medical field? I know you guys both working in the hospital. How do you guys
I
like
hate it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's positives, negatives, right? But I like it a lot when you get to meet the patients, you know, because
Yeah.
everyone has an interesting story. Last
Yeah.
time I was talking to them about like bowling and stuff, you know. So yeah.
Oh, you talk to the patients?
So this one time, yeah, the doc just had to go in the middle of like seeing the
Exactly.
patient. So then I had to hold the ground for like solid 5 minutes.
I
by
usually just follow
myself.
them outside because I'm like, I don't know if I'm allowed
Oh,
to be
really?
here with you. So I just leave.
Nah, I was in there just talking. He was super cool though. So
Are there any patients that you like seeing? Like
Yeah.
I say I hate it. I only hate it because of the pay. But like working with doctors are pretty dope. Like I have a whole newfound respect for them. They're dope. Like
Yeah.
insane for a job.
I don't know. Sometimes like we'll have like super troublesome like patients, and the
Uh-huh.
doctors handle it so well. I don't know how they do it. Like the nurses will come out and be like, "Yo, I can't do this. Like I'm quitting right now." And then the doctor will go in and like he'll calm the patient, like the situation down completely. Like
If they know more, they could explain more. That's probably
yeah, or just like the people personality technique. You know, like
Oh, yeah.
Is
Is it just me or like all doctors are nice?
no,
their
dude, I
patients.
swear, yeah.
Like
As
they're just really nice.
far as I know, it's true.
I had this one doctor in the ED, and I worked with him once, but I think he's my favorite doctor to work with. He's so quiet, like he doesn't talk.
Mhm.
He's quiet.
Mhm.
He whispers everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember asking for the findings, and he spoke a little bit louder
Mhm.
than normal, and
Yeah.
everyone around me, like the scribes and doctors, were like, "Yo, shh, you're getting too loud. Like, shut up." And I'm like, dude, this is the only time I can hear him, bro. Like, why do you guys do this to me? But he's
Yeah.
a weird guy, bro. He's funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
But, like my favorite patients here are like the old people,
Yeah, they're
Old people are
super
the
nice.
best.
like old couples, and I'm like, that's cute, man. Like they seem like each other a lot and stuff.
I
like
just
that.
like old people in general.
But
They're funny people.
he also works. He's the transport.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so I work
I heard-
transport. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I see a lot of. You see a lot of
People, old people.
old people in like genitals and.
As a
stuff on-
transport?
Yeah, it's transport.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes they don't have their
Uh-huh.
gown on.
Oh,
They're
that's
just straight
true.
up naked.
The amount of people that don't know how to use a gown like, surprises me. Like they'll use like the opening in the front. And
Like a jacket.
yeah, and they'll try to cover themselves up. I'm like, bro, it's not working. Put it on backwards. Like the amount of people that don't know how to wear a gown like surprises me.
Yeah, that's crazy. We don't do gowns in our department too much. Yeah. I don't know.
I thought you just, for urology, I thought you just supposed to pee stuff, but I guess not.
Yeah, they do. They just drop and go,
Yeah,
like,
okay, yeah. So
Yeah, no gowns though, just straight up.
Yeah.
I had this patient we saw like last week, and she had scabies.
Okay.
You know what that is?
No, I don't know what they look. I know what they are, but I don't know what they look like. Yeah.
Like fleas inside your skin. Ugh.
Oh.
And she had crusted scabies.
Uh-huh.
That means that they have like 6 in one spot and like clusters
Ooh.
of that everywhere. And my nurse, the doctor I work with is new. She doesn't like know anything,
Mm-hmm.
and so because she's new, she has so many openings that she's pretty much the urgent care for
okay.
dermatology.
Nice.
So she had this patient, and she first thing, the patient was unconscious.
Oh,
Couldn't
what?
speak English.
Damn.
And we're hitting her like, what the fuck do we do? We need to treat you right now. You're like 80 years old and you have fucking
Oh,
scabies
shit.
everywhere. And I think that was the craziest patient I've seen, hands down.
Damn.
Have you guys had any crazy injuries, like where you have to go to the hospital and get like a cast or something?
Just breaking my collarbone, I guess.
How'd you get
Collarbone?
that?
Yeah. Playing soccer.
Oh, soccer.
Your body's your temple at this point. Like
Yeah, I
you're
broke a lot of bones. I broke my ankle. I tore my PCL on my knee, and I was out for 6 months.
all in
Damn.
soccer.
Yeah, all in soccer.
I never broken a bone.
Really.
Yeah, or torn ACL.
You want me to,
Knock
Knock
get
on wood.
injured.
Knock
you want me
on
to fix
wood.
that for you?
Huh?
Do you want me to show you what it feels like?
Let's do it. Yeah, podcast special.
Are you gonna get injured?
Do it for the cast. Do it for the cast.
Yeah, do it for the podcast.
Don won't be here this week. Or Jeremy won't be here this week.
He's at the hospital.
He's getting a cast
One
right
man.
now.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, I've been lucky. I don't know why. I've dislocated my arm before, and I was like, when I was a kid, and it was because my dad pulled my arm really hard that like it dislocated my arm, and it was weird how they fixed it up. So I grew up again in Indonesia, and they have like a bunch of traditional medicine. So I don't know what they put on my arm, but they put like, I think it's guacamole. Like I swear it's but like they put like guacamole and like. I'm pretty sure it's Vicks vaping rub because it burned the hell on my arm.
Damn, it fixed it though.
It did, yeah. They just wrapped it around my arm and they were
Shit.
like, "Good luck," and I'm like, "No
Damn.
doctors or anything." Like, it was just like a random person. Like it was so random and so like sketchy. This person came in a push cart with like all the equipment, like a food push cart with like buffets and stuff like that, or not buffets, but like,
Like
yeah, like a food cart. And it's like, okay, thanks.
You got you fixed up though.
Yeah, I do. Like, but it's tough, dude. Like it burned like hell. Like it hurt.
Damn.
you left with a bag of chips. That's so weird.
That's funny.
But yeah, and then when you were talking about company, we do also do like traditional. We do coining. Have you heard that?
No.
That's what the Indonesians do. We grab a quarter and just scrape it down your back.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
I've actually
And it's
I've
like
heard
child
of that.
abuse. Pretty much.
We do like scraping
Yeah.
to get rid of muscle tissues. Like, yeah.
Do you think that works? Does that work?
I don't know. I personally don't know.
You ever try? Like you tried it, but you just don't know.
I mean, I do it all the time, but like, it gets me ready to train. But I don't know if it actually does anything.
I do it for like when I have high fevers. Like I had a fever of like 113 or something like that, and it
Damn.
brought it down to like 101. After that scraping, yeah.
Damn.
And I don't know how.
Dude, that's dangerous. That 113.
I know, dude.
That's out
Bro, you know
there.
what's crazy though? At the same time, I had diarrhea.
Ooh, that sounds terrible.
And it sucked because the medication that I was taking, they were like, "Don't take it if you have fever," and the other one said, "Don't take it if you have diarrhea." And I'm like, am I just gonna sit here and die? Like I don't know. Like I couldn't take any medication. Like I sat in my bed just
Damn.
like, can this be over already? I sat in the bathroom for like most of the day because like
Oh my
it was
God.
so bad.
Damn.
My parents were like, "Just drink Gatorade," and I'm like, "Okay." So
Yo, so I listen to some podcasts, and there's one segment they do at the end. It's called like I don't know what he calls it, but he's like, all right, you have 30 seconds to live on this earth, but like it's your last 30 seconds, but you get to say whatever the lesson you learn from your life is to your kids and your family, right? And what would your 30 seconds be? And it's like that's how they end it. I want to hear y'all's 30 seconds.
okay, ours is just opening up with a joke. That's how we start. That's like recent, but 30 seconds, bro. 30. That's a lot.
Nah, it's not.
Like,
Yeah,
to,
that's it.
to what? To say to your kids before, like it's like your last 30 seconds.
Yeah, last 30
You're
seconds.
laying in a deathbed.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got anything else to say? That's
Can you guys start? I don't know. Like it seems like you know what to say already.
Damn, dude, I never thought about it.
See, like at this point, I'm like, take a little break, write down like a little sketch pad or anything. Say, like 30 seconds. Damn.
30 seconds.
Should we time it?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it. All right, let's go in circle,
Get the
yo.
clock out, bro.
Rock, paper, scissors, man.
To go first?
Yeah.
You get in the suit. 30 seconds.
Let's get it out. Let's get it out.
Bro, I don't know what to say. Wait, that's 30 minutes. I'm stupid.
I mean, that might.
All right, give me a minute.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, damn, dude. All right. I'm starting. All right, 30 seconds.
All right, ready?
All right, ready? So go.
Have fun. Never forget to have fun. Do what you love. Love your family, love friends, good friends. Stay together, and never forget to have an extra laugh. That's it.
Oh,
And 15 seconds, you laugh it out. That's it. All right, who's next?
I'll go next.
Oh, I thought, okay.
Yeah, I'm taking next. Yeah.
Ready? Set, go.
All right, man. Do what you love to do.
That's exactly what
Oh,
it is.
yeah, family first, friends, and yes, make sure you're happy. Also, sponsor our podcast.
Sponsor our podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
I have to put our plug in for my deathbed.
All right, Jeremy, let's hear it.
All right.
You got 30.
All right, Dom, fuck you. Utah, fuck you. On this play. Kane, I don't know, dude.
Yo, bring me some canes real quick.
yeah. Do I have like 10, 15 seconds to like eat stuff? No, I would probably just say 30. I would probably just say I think happiness is all in family.
Mm-hmm.
I think family makes you the most happy. You know what I mean? That's my perspective on happiness. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff, bro.
All right, Kota. I know you
30 seconds.
30 seconds, yo.
Motivate
that's
us
a lot.
for 30 seconds.
Let's
Love what you do, and never live with regrets, and work hard for what you love. And as long as you don't give up, you'll keep your dreams alive. And love your family because they have given you everything at times of nothing. And live by honor and legacy. Honor the ones that have come before you, and leave a legacy for the ones come behind you. And I will leave my legacy with this. I love you guys, and goodbye.
Bro,
Wow,
he's
Kota.
like the only legit ones using.
Wow, thanks for making us look bad, bro.
Yeah,
What the
like-
fuck?
Yeah.
All right, with that, I guess we'll end the podcast.
With that, hold on, I gotta make shout out. There's a girl out there. I'm scared.
You're about to shout out a girl.
Nah, bro.
Well, we'll end it there.
Stupid, man. No regrets.
Yo, thanks for having us, yo. Appreciate it a lot. Yep.
Yeah. anything
Thank
guys wanna
you.
Plug in.
What?
Anything you
else
want to
wanna
plug in? You like your Instagram or something?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good. You want to throw it?
At Kotaro13 Umeda.
Yo, I'll link that shit. I got you, yo. Yo, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us, man. Appreciate it.
Guys.